the screen orientation um, is vertical right now. Usually I like to film when it's horizontal, but my phone would not let me, so sorry about that. But today we're going to talk all about lowering your stress levels and why it's so important to really control your stress, to manage it, and to try to your best to live a relaxing life, a peaceful life, because stress really can disrupt your life in so many different ways. And as a integrated nutrition health coach, this is one of my biggest topics. I love talking about self-care, stress relief, stress management, and just healthier lifestyle habits to really improve the quality of your life. So let's talk about stress. And if you have any questions, go ahead and put it in the chat below, and I'll try my best to answer them as well. So I think this topic is important because I think, yeah, I think it's important because a lot of people think that stress is the last thing on their mind, and a lot of us just keep going and going, especially in in our society, especially in the Western world. We're constantly going. We're trying to make as much money as possible, and we're just trying to constantly achieve greater and better things. But that can really cause us to feel a lot of anxiety, a lot of stress, a lot of worries, and we don't take care of ourselves. We don't take care of our mind, our body, and our spirit. So here are more of the scientific ways of why it's important to lower your stress, and then we'll do a little bit of breath work at the end, and I'll teach you some ways to lower your stress. So number one, why it's important to lower your stress is because lowering your stress supports your hormonal balance. And the thing is, when we are chronically stressed, we can really feel it in our bodies. It raises our cortisol level. It disrupts our hormones like estrogen, progesterone, our thyroid hormones. And I know even for me, when I have been extremely stressed out in the past, I skipped my period. And I know that's not important. That's not healthy at all. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it really can affect your body, even um, if we don't notice it, if we're not aware of our what's actually happening inside our bodies. We can just go on in life and continue to be stressed. That's why it's so important for awareness in the body. Or else, of course, we will disrupt the hormones, and hormones play a huge part in our health. So that's why it's important to lower our stress levels, and really that will help us to balance our hormonal levels. All right, number two is that um, having lowered stress can improve your gut health. So when we are stressed, we actually alter our gut microbiome, and our gut microbiome is one of the most important things in our body because, you know, when we eat, our gut microbiome takes all the nutrients and distributes it to different parts of the body. There's the good bacteria as well that we need in our microbiome. And when we're stressed, there might be an overgrowth of bad bacteria that can really affect your body. It can cause leaky gut, it can cause SIBO, and just so many different things in the gut. And then after you feel all that stress, it actually can affect your inflammation in your body. You may feel bloated. You might even get IBS, and that will lead to poor nutrient absorption in your gut. So that's why it's so important to look after your gut and try your best to, of course, lower your stress, but also figure out what foods are best for lowering inflammation, because inflammation is um, it can lead to so many different illnesses in the body. And basically, inflammation is what causes diseases and illnesses in your body in general, whether that be or sore throat, whether that be stuffy nose, comes from inflammation, like in your sinuses. Um, Yeah, inflammation is one of the top top how do you say it? Top symptoms or top causes of illnesses. So we have to really get that in check. And I feel like okay, when you lower your stress, that will definitely help with the inflammation in your gut and in your body. Okay, perfect. So number three is that lowering your stress can really protect your heart and your metabolic health. So ongoing stress can increase blood pressure, it can increase your blood sugar, and that ultimately leads to inflammation in the body. So, that's why, yeah, it's important to really take care of your metabolic health. And that'll also help to strengthen your immune system because when we are stressed, we get sicker more often, and that really does suppress our immune function. So, if we want to stay the healthiest, if we want to optimize our health and our lifestyle, we have to lower our stress. And the last thing is that stress also supports mental clarity, and also it helps to regulate your emotions. I know for me, when I'm stressed, I can blow up easily, and I just feel like my emotions are like a roller coaster when I'm not in control of my stress. So when I do the work, when I do the breath work, when I work on my spirituality, when I do movement that's best for me, I feel so much better with my focus and my mood. And another thing is that sleep is important because if you have the right amount of sleep and if you really improve the quality of your sleep, that will also lower your stress levels too. So, as a health coach, I think it's one of the most important things that you can do for yourself is um, get better sleep quality because that in turn will definitely lower your stress. And when you lower your stress, you'll be able to decrease, your symptoms of illnesses and other things that may negatively affect your body. So that is so important. So if you have any questions about stress, go ahead and put it on the chat. But yeah, someone says, "How am I doing?" I'm doing good, and I I don't know, I'm really enjoying filming myself, and I'm a little bit nervous, guys. That's why, like, I feel like I'm jumbling a little bit. I don't really go on YouTube lives that often, so um, yeah, but I'm doing good. And for those of you who are still on the chat, I will now do a little bit of a breathing exercise that really helps me. I like to do box breathing, which is 4 inhales, and then you'll hold your breath for 7 seconds, and then you will exhale for 8 seconds. And this really helps to lower my anxiety. It helps to ground myself, and it really helps me to feel what's in my body and just be aware with my emotions and how I'm feeling. So, this is also a great exercise to do before bed. It will really improve your sleep quality. And whenever I do this, I never wake up in the middle of the night because sometimes I do that when I have to go to the bathroom or whatever it is. I do not like waking up in the middle of the night. So that's why I incorporate box breathing before bed. So let's do this exercise, guys. It's called box breathing for those of you who are new to the chat. And you're going to take one hand, you're going to put it on your heart so you can really feel in your body, feel grounded. And you're going to put the other hand on your stomach. And honestly, the stomach for me is just such a sensitive part of my body. This is where all your nerves are. It's your gut, and your gut is connected to your brain. So I love kind of just like rubbing my belly and telling myself that I'm going to be okay, and it just helps my anxiety. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to take 4 deep breaths in. And then we're going to hold for 7 seconds. Then we're going to exhale for 8 seconds. Okay, see, I already feel better. That's an amazing exercise. So I love doing this at least 4 times a day, 2 times in the morning or afternoon, and then, of course, 2 times at night. All right. So that's a great exercise that you can do to really lower your stress, be grounded, soothe your anxieties. And again, it's so important to lower your stress levels because it can help with your overall quality of life. It can reduce illnesses and it can help you just feel a lot happier and have more clarity in your mind, your body, and your spirit. And yeah, I think it's important, especially in the Western world, to work on your stress levels, especially when we live in a society where we're just going and going and going. So I love you guys so much. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and I'll see you next time. Bye.